the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the San Jose State Spartans taking on the Air Force Falcons. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Falcons will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Spartans offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. On the return, it's Harris. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Falcons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. They'll give it to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Goes to the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? The give to the fullback. The Falcons have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the fullback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They ran it on first down, now on second. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. They'll go to the counter play. He breaks a tackle.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on it.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The option look. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Falcons have taken it inside the 20. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Latham. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Lowers those pads. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean.
Here he goes breaking the pocket.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a third and long. Brown wants to pass. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense has a second down play. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The give to the back. The Falcons get enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The big fullback's got it. Past the 45. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option, he'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks.
walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete.
And I love working this slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, San Jose State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. The give to the single back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It is good. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Back to throw, it's Busha. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. 1st down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Nash. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They want to just keep throwing it. Catch in the middle, it's Nash. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. But this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. One more snap coming before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Here comes the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Goes to the option. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Tackled there by the defense. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. He'll take it himself. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Runs through a tackle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. The option look. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes it past the marker. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the option. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run the option. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Busha. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one splits the uprights. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Pressure coming. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and it's an easy call for the referees.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the option. Now the pitch. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Spartans are flying down the field. Handoff from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Working the middle, it's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up by 38 over the Coyotes. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 2nd down coming up. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They're getting this guy lathered up. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Brown wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Oh, the ball's out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Fires it down the seam. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Busha. This one's complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wide out in motion. They keep attacking through the air. Throws to the wide out. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line.
Once you get this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. 1st down here for the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.